My name is Kayde Brown. I'm 33 years old, and I've been at Longhorn for 3 years.
Cool. So when you first started with us, what shape would you say you were in?
I was joking with Jackson that I was round, but I wasn't really in shape. I had lost a whole bunch of weight before I moved to Fort Worth, and then gained a whole bunch of weight when I got here, mainly for lack of motivation, lack of determination to do it on my own. So I had to find somewhere else to go, and that's how I found Longhorn.
Well, you also had a kid in the process in there,
I did have
right?
a kid. Yeah, I can't blame all of it on that, but I definitely did have a kid. But I gained weight before, and then I had the kiddo, gained more weight after I had the kiddo, and then decided, hey, I want to be able to like run and play with my kid. So I got to get the weight off somehow.
So would you say that was your deciding factor, or what was the deciding thing? Lots of us think about it for a long time, but then something usually happens that's like, that's it. I'm going to go. What was that thing?
Just a little history of me. When I lived in Frisco and then met my husband at a metal show and then decided to move to Fort Worth a year later. But when I lived in Frisco, I had all the time in the world to work on myself. I was at the gym 3 times a day. I had an apartment gym. I had 2 gyms that I was a member at. So I had all the time in the world to work on me. When I moved to Fort Worth and then COVID happened, all the gyms shut down. So then I was working out at home, and that just trickled off. You know, it was really exciting in the beginning, and then it just kind of dwindled, and I gained weight. I started commuting a really long time to work, and I made that excuse not to go. And so I just kept gaining and gaining and gaining. And the 160 pounds that I lost, I had gained 100 of it back.
So not to interrupt, but while you were gaining, were you aware of it?
Oh, I was 100% aware of it. But at that point, I was really happy, like, you know, family-wise, relationship-wise. I didn't really think about it. I knew about it, but I didn't think about it. I think that was a really big difference when I started noticing it, and then noticing saying no to things because I didn't want to. Is not because I couldn't, I just didn't want to. Like, the motivation to do it was gone. And when I eventually started looking at gyms, which is a really crazy concept, when you are overweight, you immediately go to like a box gym, that like a cookie cutter gym, and you just go and do cardio by yourself because you're too intimidated by all the weights. So when I started group fitness, it was like that trigger in my brain. I was like, this is not supposed to be fun, and this is not supposed to be as welcoming as it is, but that's what group fitness is. It's really welcoming. It's exciting. The relationships that you build make you want to keep coming to the gym. So that is what I needed to find when I came to Fort Worth. I was like, I can't just go to a commercial gym. I have to go somewhere where there's a group of people that have the same ideas and want to work just as hard.
Yeah. So when you came in, I'm sure there was still probably some type of intimidation there because you're walking into a group of people you don't know. Mm-hmm. How was it when you got started?
I mean, I think it's just trying to find your place in a group of people that has already been established is kind of challenging, but I would like to say I have a pretty decent personality, so I kind of just threw myself in. Regardless if people liked it or not. And I guess it kind of, led on to be fun because I'm everybody's favorite person now. So it makes it a little bit easier to come into the gym. But I think that's a lot of people need. We have a lot of new people that have started that I think having that mentality when you walk in helps those that are newer to feel more comfortable and just making people feel comfortable in their space. We have our designated areas of the gym that we always like to work out in, and jumping out of those sometimes also helps. And I hate to admit that, but sometimes I'm at the front now versus being in the back, but it just depends.
Yeah. That is one of the interesting things about what we do is even though it appears that everyone's established, at some point everyone was you. Mm-hmm. Everyone was the new person at some point. And then if we all just remember that, it's not so bad. So did you have expectations coming in, good or bad?
Yeah, I expected to be able to get to where I was before, because it was the same type of workouts that I had started with. But I remember meeting you and I said, I don't care about the gymnastics. I don't care about getting a push-up or a handstand push-up or doing pull-ups. And now I'm like trying to do pull-ups. So I think my expectations limited me in the beginning because I just wanted to do certain things. But as I've progressed, it's been a lot easier to do those things that I didn't think I could do. That's why I was like, hey, I don't want to do those things because I know I can't do them. But now attempting them is not as bad.
So would you say that your insecurities affected your expectations?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people have those, but
it seems to be a regular theme.
I still don't have the care to do a handstand, but maybe like in another year I might want to, because I didn't want to do pull-ups ever, but here I am trying to do those every time that we do them too. So
yeah,
one of these days I will get a pull-up.
I believe you will. What would you say was the biggest surprise once you came in this little journey? Has anything jumped out and surprised you that you weren't prepared for?
I think the family aspect is the biggest. I feel like I treat everybody here like they could come to my house, or my kids gone to your house. I think that mentality of having people that you can talk to, lean on for support, ask help. I think a lot of that is really big. And that's kind of shocking because most times you go to the gym, you do your work and you go home. But I go to the gym, I do my work, I talk to people, I interact with people, we hang out, we do different things together. So it's like that little family aspect is really nice. That wasn't expected.
Yeah. So from where you were when you started to where you are now, how far have you come?
I've lost almost 90 pounds within the last year and some change, which is nice. I feel like I've gotten a lot stronger. My mental health is a lot better. I feel better. I'm really making it a point to have my kids see that it's important to be in the gym, working on yourself, eating decent. Obviously cookies and ice cream have their place every other time, but it's not every single day. But here is every single day, so we can do those things to have fun. That was something that in my childhood I didn't really have, and it's nothing against my parents by any means. It's just we weren't in the gym. We weren't gym people. I didn't even walk into a gym until I was 18, 19 years old. So to show them that, for them to be here to see that, I think is really important, to see that it's something that you need to do to focus on yourself. Make sure you feel good so you can be good for other people.
In this time that you've been here, what would you say you're most proud of, accomplishment-wise?
Most proud of? I don't know. I think in general, I'm most proud of my consistency.
Me too.
I've been here every single day since January. That was my goal for this year, was to be as consistent as possible at the gym. So Monday through Friday, have to, no matter what's going on, got to be there at some point. And then hopefully, usually every Saturday I try to knock out something. But I think consistency is what I'm most proud of in my yelling baby.
I would agree. That's also what I'm most proud of. Yeah. You have worked out more than any other person in our entire gym this year. And you also have some of the highest results of anybody in the gym this year.
Yeah.
What's next in your health and fitness? You've been chipping away at some of your goals. You've been gaining some new skills, gaining some strength, losing some weight, getting really consistent, managing diet and life and family better. What's the next step?
I still have some weight to lose. I think I've got probably 20 more pounds I want to lose, and I want to keep it off. I want to be consistent, but I just want to get stronger this year. That's the rest of the year and into probably next summer. I just want to focus on building muscle and kind of leaning out, and keeping it consistent, not going up and down, and acting all crazy. Just want to really be consistent for a year and see what that gets me at the end.
Yeah, that'll be fun. And then, so this is obviously a video we're making in order just to highlight you, and we're not trying to make a Longhorn commercial, not by any means. What we really want to do is advertise you and what you've accomplished as, hopefully not, it's not offensive, but you're a normal person. We're all just normal people. But sometimes we watch people accomplishing things and we think that there's some kind of different, superhuman, amazing life scenario, right? So if you were talking to somebody watching this video, or maybe put it this way, if you were talking to yourself from years ago, sitting on your couch, not working out, and they need to change their life, but they don't know how to start or what to do, what would you tell that person?
I tell them to just try. I think that's the biggest thing is to try something that you might not think you're good at and see what it gets you. There's a lot of times we fail in life, but I think failure leads to progress, and walking into the gym is intimidating by itself. So taking that first step to get into a gym, just to walk through to see what people are doing, I think that's a really big thing. There's been countless times that we've watched people drive past and then like walk in and see like, hey, what are y'all doing? I think that's just that initial step of reaching out is the best thing I think someone can do. And not be afraid of group fitness. I think a lot of group fitness gets a bad rap in the sense that all these people are going to judge me for what I can't do, or I'm doing something wrong, and everybody's talking about that I'm doing something wrong, and it's quite the opposite. If anything, we want people to partner up. We want people to work with each other just so it's not you doing something on your own all the time. And I think that makes coming to the gym easier because you know there's people that are there to support you, and the days that you don't want to support you, there's other people there to help you out. So I think that's the biggest thing is if you're scared of the gym or you don't know where to start, find somewhere that has a group atmosphere, because within a week you will realize that it's the best decision that you can do for yourself to get yourself at least in the door and then keep coming in, because there's people there to help you. And there's people like me that will yell at you at some point in a positive way.
Yeah. Okay, so here's my last one. This one is more family related. What you're doing with your life and your consistency, what is your hope of how that will impact your kids that are watching you do this?
I don't bring my kids here just to sit. I bring them here to see the work that people are putting in. You know, obviously they're getting socialization by coming to the gym, but they're also seeing people work. And it's really cute to see my almost 2-year-old jump on rings or try to jump on a rower because he knows how they work now just being in here. And I think having that and making that a priority, we make ourselves a priority so we can be better for other people. I make the gym a priority so I can be better to my children. I want my children to eventually want to come to the gym to make themselves better. And I think the family part of that just makes it so much more meaningful to me. You know, when a workout's really hard and I look up and I see my kid watching me, I got to work harder.
Yeah.
Because my kid's watching me. My kids are seeing what I'm doing. And if I give up, they think it's okay to give up. And that's just not going to be the case for them. Hopefully they don't give up. But I think that definitely does help them being here.
Well, I want you to know, I've been doing this a really long time and I watch a lot of people come and go. We have a gym that's really great in that people don't leave very often. But watching people on their journey, watching people make transformations, watching people struggle through hard times, overcome, get knocked down, get back up. It's an honor to watch you change. It's an honor to watch you fight. Not a lot of people put in the effort that you're putting in right now, and it's amazing to see. I hope people on the other side of the video can get a sense of that and maybe get inspired, because what you do inspires me. I come to the gym and work out more often because you come to the gym and work out more often. And I own the place, right? I'm here working every day, but I get more workouts because you get more workouts. Mm-hmm. So I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Don't make me cry. There's cameras on.
We're done.
Okay.